Phrasal prepositional verbs and prepositional idiom. Let's move a little forward and talk now about phrasal prepositional verb and prepositional idiom. Phrasal prepositional verb are a combination of phrasal verb and prepositional verb. For example, catch up with, come up with, cut down on, give in to, keep up, and many like these. You can see that they make three words. Like phrasal and prepositional verb, they may undergo passivization. So one test, for example, we have put up with William's rude behavior too long. So we have put up with, right? So this can be put into passive as William's rude behavior has been put up with for too long, right? So you can see that put up with, which is phrasal prepositional verb, can be put up into passive voice. We assume that VP of 1A has the same dual structure as that of 3 we discussed earlier. So put up with William's rude behavior can be either put up as a verb and with as a prepositional phrase, with William's rude behavior as a noun phrase, or we can have put up with as a verb phrase and William's rude behavior as a noun phrase, and both forming a verb phrase. English also has so-called prepositional idioms. They consist of a verb followed by a noun phrase and a preposition. For example, make mention of, make use of, pay attention to, take advantage of, set fire to, and a lot more, in which you can see that we have a verb then followed by a noun phrase and a preposition. Like make is a verb followed by use as a noun and of as a preposition. So you can apply the same to the rest of the examples. These idioms often allow two passivises as a result of their dual structures. We can see them as follows. Everyone took advantage of her goodness. So this is an active sentence. We can have two structures of its passive voice. Advantage was taken of her goodness, or her goodness was taken advantage of. So these verb plus preposition phrase, verb plus noun plus preposition, which we say idiom, can have two structure for the passive voice. What is the structure of NP? Take advantage of her goodness. Let's see. Where in particular do the NP advantage and the preposition of belongs. So the question, where do the NP advantage and preposition of belong? Whether of belong to advantage or to the verb. So the structure of the string might be for A, B, and C. So the structure of the string can be A, B, and C. We can have verb phrase with took as a verb, NP advantage, and of her goodness as a prepositional phrase. One option. Two, we can have a verb phrase took advantage as one verb and of her goodness as a prepositional phrase. Or we can say verb phrase consists of took advantage of as a whole verb phrase and her goodness is a noun phrase. So we have three options and it can be correct in any one. As with prepositional verb and phrasal prepositional verbs, the various tests support analysis for A, for B, and C. I mean, if we apply passivization or other tests, they support that they can be possible in all those cases, like prepositional phrase and like phrasal prepositional verbs. So again, the structure of VP is indeterminate. We are not sure whether this is the exact or that is the exact. I mean, though, because both are possible, as we have seen that they can be possible as one word, two word, verb can be one, two, or can be alone with the noun or with the preposition. So if we try some other tests like fronting, like clefting, like WH formation, like verb gapping, to see whether they agree with our conclusion that above is that there is a support for all these analyses. So here we come across this question that if we apply all our tests that we have established so far of clefting, like focus of X element or WH question words, etc. So whether all these sentences remain after going through those tests in a correct well-formed sentence position or not. So as you are now aware of all the tests, so you should try and apply these tests and see by yourself whether these possibilities are there or not, whether an idiom with preposition is like verb plus preposition or phrasal verb, or it's different in structure.